Good morning and welcome, dear ladies and gentlemen and traders around the globe. We're presenting here today our daily real-time daily trading idea webinars with 5 days, 5 traders, and we would like to discuss here the topics of today, answering your question and for sure screening here the markets for interesting trading setups. But first of all, here's our risk disclaimer. Be aware that Forex and CFDs are leveraged product and can result in losses that exceed your deposit. So there may not be subtitled for everyone, and please be aware that all we are showing and presenting here today is just a personal opinion of our traders and not an advice for investing. So here you have a picture from me. My name is Tim Temp and I'm a sales guy from Germany. So my English is made in Germany, but my quality too. So hopefully, and yeah, we do this webinar always in co-moderation. So today we have here with Markus. So and later more about Markus and his trading style. Here we have a quick overview of some of our offerings. For example, here our bestseller, the DAX 30, with a typical fixed spread of only 0.8 points during the main trading hours. These and other products you can also trade in a mini contract, so as well. On the right side, you see some of our awards from our customer services. If you have additional questions, feel free to contact us. Here you can see our telephone number and as well our mail. All these webinars are recorded, so later you can find it on our YouTube channel. That's it for me. My part is done. I say good morning to you, Markus. Hope you're doing well. You have the stage and you can start.
Wonderful. Good morning, Tim. Thank you for that great introduction. I hope you slept well as well and had a great start into the trading day. So warm welcome here to our webinar by Admiral Markets. It's a great pleasure and honor for me to lead you through this webinar. And yes, maybe I should transfer my screen. That would be a good idea, that you can see what I see. Yes, so here again, welcome to this webinar. So this is the first shot what I want to show you. Success is not a fantasy, it's a formula. And this is what you have to burn in your brain. This is one of the easiest trading approaches ever. It's based on the trend and on Fibonacci. So a trend continuation, ladies and gentlemen, is always more likely than a trend break. You can see the statistic is supported us in this way. We want to trade the trend. The best phases of the trend is the accumulation phase, when the trend is inside of the correction, shows us there some reversal signals and make some possibilities to continue its own trend. So the probabilities you can see, it's around about 64%. And additionally, if the greater trend, so the big move, the big trend is faced in the same direction which you want to trade, the probabilities rises up to around about 72%. With this probabilities, you must be able to be successful in the markets. But this is only one approach. The real challenge, ladies and gentlemen, is taking place in your mind. Discipline, holding rules, trade management, money management, and so on. But for that, to learn something like that, you can visit my homepage, dowhow-trading.com. So let's switch to the market. The first what I want to show you is a new signal, and in euro against Japanese yen, because you can see here our trend, and this is my expert advisor, Dow Fibo Pro, and start to selling or start to test this EA is on Monday next week, the 2nd of July. Then you can download it on my homepage, dowhow-trading.com, for test or for rent or for buying, whatever you want. So you can see the EA shows us this uptrend. We are very, very deep in the correction, almost broken this 0.3, but only almost. We don't have to close above the 0.3 here, about this correction point. And now here we can see here in Heikin-Ashi version this balance candle, and this balance candle shows us that we can make an uptrend, up trade, and the start is here above this trading candle, above this balance candle here. Here's the signal. The stop loss is placed under this green correction zone, and we are working from black to black. It's one of the easiest trading approaches ever. You see how deep is the correction running, and this makes our target above or in a short trend below. So now we have a correction down to the black, 100% correction. So my target is placed at 100% on the upper side. Would we have a correction to the green or to the blue line, the target would be placed here at the green or blue line, and red to red. It's really amazing easy. That's what you can make. What you can make here in this euro against the Japanese yen. So thank you. That stop loss is placed below, not above, below this green correction zone. So, but let's make a trading market overview. We will start with the SP 500, and as always, we have to need a view at the bigger trend, and in this case, the leading trend in the daily chart. And here you can see we still have an uptrend. I will show you this one. We started here with movement, correction, movement, and you can see movement, correction, and the last correction zone is placed between these 2 points here, down here. And now we are very far in the correction zone, but we didn't leave the correction zone up to now. And as long as the price keep here in this, or remains here in this correction zone, a trend continuation, that's wrong. The trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. So actually we are very far in the correction. Now we have to wait because the trend is facing upwards, not downwards. It's only a correction. Is facing upwards. And with this in our mind, we have to switch now to the hourly chart, and we want to look for an uptrend as well, not a downtrend, because it's only a correction, and we don't need how far will the correction running or when is the correction will end, and the next movement can or will begin. So let's switch to the hourly chart, and here you can see we don't have any trend in our direction. Actually, we have a little bit downtrend, but it's not valid. For a valid downtrend, we would need here a close below this 0.3 here on this lower side. But we said we have in a daily chart an uptrend, still in a correction. We have to be patient. We have to stay on the sideline. We have to save our money, and we have to wait if we can see here an uptrend, and then we can make a trade. So actually, there's a lot of pressure on the markets. We have a lot of problems around the world. Through the world, Donald Trump is my best friend. He gives us a lot of volatility in the markets. But we have some trouble, and we have a lot of traffic, a lot of volatility in the markets. This makes us it's a little bit dangerous in the market actually. And in this situation, it's very important that you save your money. This is the first rule what you have to hold. Save your money, keep on discipline, hold on your rules, and if you don't have a trend, stay on the sideline. This is the first rule what you have to realize. So I have 2 trades working at the moment. The first one is euro against the Aussie dollar. We have to show it this one, euro, and we have this, basically we have this uptrend. You can see we have basically this uptrend with correction movement, then the movement, and now we are in a correction. And here we started with a trend, with the trade here at this point, and you can see the stop loss is in plus at the moment, so this will be a winner basically, and the target is placed here, come on, is here on the upper side now. So the probabilities are more on the upper side, because a trend continuation, ladies and gentlemen, is always more likely than a trend break. The second one is US dollar against the Japanese yen, and here is a short trade you can see, and in the 4-hourly chart, because this is the leading trend and the big picture in one trend. So we have here this trend break at this point 3 here at round about 109.664, and now you can see this downtrend. This is the correction zone placed between 109.54 and on the upper side 111.754. So we had here this balance candle. This is our signal candle, and now we are in this trend. In this trade, the stop loss is placed above this red correction zone, and actually we have this correction down up to this blue line, so the target is placed on the blue line as well here on the lower side. So a trend continuation is more likely than a trend break. We will see what will happen. The numbers on your chart are difficult to read. Is there a way to increase them? No, unfortunately not. So then let's switch to the DAX. Maybe it's one of the most important things here. And so we have here in daily chart, we will see almost a trend break. If we have a, yes, be careful, it's a trend break. You can see, so I want to show you this one. So we had this uptrend, this move, correction, move, and then a big correction. Try to continue the trend, but it doesn't work. So, and it didn't work. And now it's very strange. It's very strange. Almost a trend break, almost, but not yet. But on the lower side, to be honest, you have this downtrend here. And here we are very far in the move. So we can realize here this correction zone, and but the correction zone in green in the uptrend as well. Look at this one. So it's really dangerous. It's really difficult. So what we have to do in this case, nothing. The best opportunity, the best proposal, what I have to say is stay on the sideline. The trends are running against to each other. There are not a lot of opportunities to make a trend, to make a trade, because we cannot know if which trend will be stronger, the green to the upper side or the red to the lower side. Actually, we have, in my opinion, we have this downtrend, and here we are very far in the move. So what will happen in the next days? Maybe a correction of the red trend or a continue of the green trend. So this is a really strange situation, and situations like this forces me to stay on the sideline to save my money. So you can see in the hourly chart, you have a very stable downtrend. Here you can see it here with this one here. So movement, correction, you can see it's really easy. Movement, correction, movement, correction, movement, correction, movement, and so on and so on. Movement, correction. Now, actually, we have this trend break here, and we try to make a new uptrend here, but not valid. Actually, for a valid uptrend, we need a close above this point 2 here, and as long we doesn't have this this situation, we don't have a stable valid uptrend, and situations like this, based on the difficult situation in the daily chart, go out of the market, stay on the sideline. No trend, no trade. This is the first rule what you have to realize. So then switch to the euro against the US dollar. I try to answer your question. Give me a second to switch through the markets, and then I try to answer your questions, please. The euro against US dollar in daily chart, there are a lot of pressure actually on the market. You can see we tried here to make to build a bottom, but actually you can see there's a lot of pressure on the euro, and it based on the very strengthening of the US dollar, and maybe we see here trend continuation to the lower side. That's what I see here, what I can see here in the market, and so the situation will be switch when we have here the third bottom try, the first bottom attempt. Then we can think about a long opportunity, but not yet. It's too much pressure on the market right now here. So, and you can see it in the daily, in the hourly chart, here as well. Come on. So, and you, so just a second. Yes, so this is the downtrend in the hourly chart with movement, correction, very far movement, correction, and now not a trend continuation. Please careful and realize you don't have a close above this point 2. It's not a trend continuation. It's only the next correction. So the last valid correction zone is placed here on the upper side, because we didn't and we don't have here a trend continuation. And as long as we don't have here a close above this point 2, it's only this space we can make here to the upper side. And it's not a real opportunity to make trades. It's not a really nice trend and a nice situation. So the same as in the DAX, stay on the sideline. We have not really opportunities actually in the market, in my opinion, because the British pound against US dollar shows us the same one. In the 4-hourly chart, you can see this downtrend. And in this downtrend, you are very far in the move. So you have to wait if the trend, if the price will come back in this red correction zone, or at least 38% of Fibonacci correction, and then we can think about a new downtrend. So there's a lot of pressure again at the sterling as well as like at the euro, because the US dollar is very strong right now. So only 2 minutes. So I try to Tim, if it's okay, I try to answer the questions.
Sure, Markus. So I have just read it. So maybe one question from one of the audience. I think it's a good point. Maybe you can change your color of the background, so on this point we can much better read it. So if you click right side in the chart. Yeah, and go this one, and the second one from the top. Maybe if you change white to black, so maybe I think it could be much better.
It's the background. White to black.
Oh, sorry, one? No. This is the second one, not the first one.
So just a moment. This was mine. Black, you mean black?
I think black is much better, yeah. Yes,
okay,
I think it's better with the number. Yeah, no, the scale.
Now I realize. Yes.
Okay.
Good to know, Tim.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You are always welcome, Markus. And so maybe one last market, for example here, gold. Some of the audience are asked for. So, and yes, I think that's it for today.
So, okay, switch it here as well, and to black. You're wishing my order. So now you can see in gold we are very far in the move as well. Here, like cable and euro US dollar. This is based on a strong US dollar leads to a very weak markets in gold or in the other in one other markets. So we are here very far in the move. There is no chance for us to make a trade, because always when the market is in the move, you have to wait till the next correction. This is a very young trend, so you can wait if the price come back at least 38% on Fibonacci, and if we will see here some reversal signals, then you can go and then you can make your trade in direction of the trend. It means in the short direction. This is what I see actually. In gold is the same situation, and in the daily chart, very far in the move, a very young trend. So I think we will see a next correction to the upper side, and then in the next days a trend continuation to the lower side. So there's a little bit space to the lower side. Below this point, maybe this point here at round about, what is this, $2,136. So we have a little bit space to lead the trend to the lower side. This was gold, Tim.
Okay, great, Markus. Yeah, thanks for you showing us here and presenting what's going on the markets, and thank you as well, dear listeners. So yeah, we are back tomorrow at the same time here. If you like, you always feel free here to join us here on our webinars for our German guys. In the afternoon, we have as well a webinar, so you are also very invited to this one as well. So yeah, thanks again, and some last word from you, Markus, if you like, and we see us next week. Bye bye.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you to the audience for listening and watching me. I wish you a lot of success in the trading day. I know 20 minutes are not enough to explain everything, but you can visit me on my homepage. You can send me some emails if you want in English. I answer it as soon as possible. The most important thing, hold on your rules, hold on your disciplines, and then you have a great opportunity to make duplicable and consistable trends. With this in our mind, I wish you a great day. Have a nice day. Greetings to my girlfriend. And with this in our mind, bye-bye, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.